Howdy, folks. Adam has asked me to record one of his Discord games because he doesn't have OBS set up. So you're going to get my uneducated commentary on this City of the Open Hand Seeker of Air Scorpion going up against, Phoenix good stuff. Yeah, so this ought to be fun to watch. I believe Adam is playing a version of the deck that is known by the name 38 Chambers. It's been something that a lot of the local New England L5R people, the Scorpion players, have been trying to brew up a functional, like super, super heavy control deck with a real key place for the Emperor Hante the 38th himself. So you'll see a lot of things like this Fawning Diplomat. So you can guarantee that you get the favor, even if you have issues with rings, so that when Hante does show up, you are able to play him and start locking down the game. So we'll see how that works out here. It tends to be a really slow deck in my experience, although I think I might have only played against it once now. Um, yeah, we'll see what he does here. So Ignoble Enforcers, great start. Lets you get low on honor, so you can start using your box for value. And we're going to see a swarm go up against it. So we've got two Shugenja already on the field. Uona here, if his opponent CaptainAstra plays an air card, so that's going to be Cloud the Mind, Benton's Blessing. I mean, just a ton of different things will bow out that Ignoble Enforcers. So that can be an issue. You want to, yeah, it does have to be participating, but yeah, that can be rough. So he chooses to go to Void Ring with the Ethereal Dreamer. That's interesting. Void doesn't do anything to the board on Adam's side, so maybe that's kind of defensive, but maybe he's just going to go Void here and try to remove the Fate from the Ignoble Enforcers. Passes the first conflict. Huh. That is interesting. So he's waiting. Okay. So we got a stare down. Good old fashioned stare down. Both sides passing their conflict opportunities right off the bat. So now it's decision time, right? Because if Adam just sits here, um, they both pass. We're back into conflicts. If Adam just sits here, he's basically ahead, right? Because he would have taken two fate off of CaptainAstra's board for literally zero cost, right? Because the Ignoble Enforcers, they get their fate for free. So yeah, hits Manicured Garden. So Adam is going to be making some bank here. It's a military conflict, and oh, right off the bat, an assassinate. So obviously plays a little fast and loose with honor, but I mean, 5 is not a bad place for City of the Open Hand when you have, just yeah, resolve the air ring every turn for free all the time. Um, so we see a Shrine Maiden come in, pulls Benton's Touch and Cloud the Mind. Benton's Touch has not been as prevalent in a lot of Phoenix decks recently. Bowing a Shugenja as a cost kind of stinks, although it can be really useful. Like when you run into like Upholding Authority, something you don't want to break, you can just bow out your own guy. We're going to see a double Bonsai, so that'll get him to breaking. Adam's already taken the fate off the Manicured Garden. So he has the option here of moving in the Ignoble Enforcers to prevent the break with that favorable ground. I don't know if he does it. Oh, looks like he does. All right, so he is getting he's getting CaptainAstra to spend some cards. Not a bad thing. In a deck with as much plentiful draw as Phoenix, you really need to try to stress their cards as much as you can. But it looks like CaptainAstra is just happy to take the Earth Ring and go home. Hits a Cunning Magistrate with the Earth Ring. So you can start to see the hand size disparity come up here. 7 to 10 after that, between the 2 card draws off the Shrine Maiden and the 1 off the Earth Ring. So even though Captain Astra spent more cards that turn, or did they spend equal? Let's see. No, the only one that Adam spent was the assassination, whereas Captain Astra spent a Shrine Maiden and a Bonsai, and then ditched a second Shrine Maiden to the Shrine Maiden that came into play. Revealed Shrine Maiden, then it went away. So, two loyal challengers and another ignoble enforcers, and he buys the Fawning Diplomat straight away. No additional fate. That makes a lot of sense. You just want it to die so you can grab the favor. Which currently Captain Astra has. Yes, this will be interesting. Whether Captain Astra passes or plays the Solemn Scholar. Um, oh, yeah, I'm not paying attention to the priority here. I had that backwards. All right. So we go down to a 3 bid. So that is early, and you can see the hand size disparity still continuing. City, the open hand gets him right back to where he was. Basically, his opponent just paid for him to draw that card. That always feels good. But now we've got two characters out. Yeah, so you probably see a mill water attack for. Well, no. So yeah, I got the play order backwards. So what do we got? Void Ring again with the Ethereal Dreamer. Really afraid of the Void Ring, which is interesting. I feel like at this stage of the game, um, Earth is still probably what Adam wants to win. If he's going to go all in on anything, right? So he's going fire. That's kind of forecasting a noble sacrifice for that prodigy. Although even just hitting the prodigy of the waves with a dishonor effect is really good because it's a 3/3 with 2 glory. So it just becomes a 1/1 you paid 4 for. Doesn't feel great. Hits Frostbitten Crossing. That is a dead card in this matchup. He does not play a lot of attachments, or any really. This is a very, very, um, very event-heavy deck with a couple of drop bears like the Cunning Magistrate that we've already seen get pitched. Fawning Diplomat gets dishonored. That's just a 1 card trade for a 1 honor ping. I think Adam's okay with that. Most clans to get down to 5 honor, you start thinking, all right, got to play a little more conservatively here, but he's Scorpion, so okay, yeah. So the noble sack is being clearly telegraphed here on that Prodigy of the Waves, because he's going to firing it down and then steal the favor after killing it. Seems pretty good to me. Then it's just going to be that little 3/3 up against 1/1 or 3/3 depending on the ring, up against the ignoble enforcers. The only thing that Adam has to worry about is that if he sacrifices the fawning diplomat, he doesn't. Well, no, he's not running forged edict anyway. Oh, I was going to say censure, but when he display of power though. Oof. Yep, that will do it. Yep. So what I was going to say there is the censure. So the way noble sacrifice works, the person leaves play as part of the cost. So if you kill the fawning diplomat, um, oh, we see a mark of shame. So the same effect is going to get had here. If you kill the fawning diplomat to pay the cost of noble sacrifice, it takes the favor before your opponent is able to react, because the diplomat interrupts its own leaving play to give you the favor. Then it leaves play, then the costs are paid, then the person dies. So you can interrupt a censure with that fawning diplomat play, and that's exactly what we see. Still, though, kind of expensive. You can see the hand size disparity is growing. And that did cost him a Mark of Shame, which is another 2 fate. So all told, that was 4 fate to kill the Prodigy of the Waves. 4 fate, 2 cards. Worth it, but yeah, still not cheap. See the favor put on military. Makes sense. He's only got a military attack left. Captain Astra asking if he can do a pre-conflict action, I think. Nope, just going to go for it. So Water Ring has no benefit here. That tells us he's going to throw some Ningyo and try to break this thing. Oh, Void Ring. All right, so maybe not Ningyo. Yeah, no defense. 3/3. Gonna strip a fate off the Ignoble Enforcers, but that's okay. And the interesting thing here is look at how stable this has been, right? The honor. Um, it's gonna go down to 5 from this undefended, but he's just slowly chipping away at Captain Astra's honor total, right? Because of this undefended, he's going to get another swing in at this Frostbitten crossing, break that for free, can go air, get some honor, uh, and so he can pull 2 off of him, get him down to 5. We see another assassination. Again, just playing really aggressively with the honor. Did pull out the Supernatural Storm first, though, so that's great. So yeah, a Supernatural Storm for 1, that feels pretty good to pull out of your opponent's hand, especially this early in the game. And now he can go back here with the Ignoble Enforcers, break Tadaka, get rid of that threat before it hits the field. He is down to 2 honor. So I think the air ring makes sense here, both from an offensive and defensive kind of play. Gets you the fate. Yep, military air allows you to break, gets you fate, gets you some honor. So he'll be back up to 3 to 6 boxes, up to 4 to 5. So you can see they're actually staying pretty close in total honor, even though they look very far apart right now, right? 2 to 7. But when you think about where they're going to be after, the draw phase next turn, once that box gets used, they're in about the same spot. Sorry, it'll be 3 to 5 after this conflict, and then 4 to 4 after the box, which is crazy. I mean, he is just spending so much honor, and uh, between the air ring and City of the Open Hand, he's just able to pull it back so well. He is going to lose the favor again, though. That's a disappointment, I can tell you. Yeah, that's kind of rough. Now, the question here is, I mean, he can't really afford to go to like 1 bids, right? Because, again, hand size is growing, 6 to 11. And it's Phoenix. So you got to remember that Kyuden Nasawa is like +1 card per turn out of your discard pile. Now, right now, there's only 1 in there, but with those 11 cards, he has other things that he could be doing. Oh, so he drops down a Cunning Magistrate. Cunning indeed. That 1 glory is going to allow him to keep the favor with his 1 ring +1 glory. Yeah, that's an interesting use. So he's, hanging on to the favor with for dear life. Can't really afford to play the Loyal Challengers. He's getting a little low on honor, and the Loyal Challenger does uh, gain or lose honor when it loses or wins a conflict. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see. We see them clear. Oh, he keeps. Huh. He keeps the Loyal Challengers. Interesting. See him pull a Sinister Soshi and another Fawning Diplomat, and we have. Ooh, this is actually not terrible. Going first, right? With Ujina, if you can afford to play him. which actually I don't think you can now. But Ugino would have been able to knock out that big ball of stats that is the Ignoble Enforcers or the Fawning Diplomat and allow you a chance to take the favor back at the end of the phase, provided Adam actually buys it. And again, we're going to see the hand size disparity. I know I keep coming back to it, but it's going to grow even more with those 2 Forgotten Libraries. That is huge. He goes for Ugino with nothing. Wow. So if somehow those Ignoble Enforcers were able to leave the field, Ugino would kill himself. Uh, Interesting. Adam is way, way up on Fate. So the card advantage isn't the only thing you need to look at here, right? Adam still drawing 1 more than CaptainAstra in the draw phase, so that allows him to claw back a little bit, but I mean, Astra just drew 3 cards to Adam's 2. Um, so yeah, we'll see what type of pressure he's putting on here. The Water and Void Rings are about equal in terms of the threat they present to Adam because they would both knock out the Ignoble Enforcers, although the Water would only do it if 1. So we see a Tattooed Wanderer come out. That's interesting. I'm not sure why he did that, especially in the draw phase. Like, why do it so early, right? You could have nabbed some Fate off the Water Ring and then thrown down your Tattooed Wanderer, maybe even with 1. Huh. So my guess here is it's a political water conflict, and he's going to try to throw a Clarity of Purpose on... Oh. All right, so Ningyo, right? He just keeps swinging back at that Manicure Garden, even though it gives Adam a Fate every round. Um, it also it's much safer than running into like an Upholding Authority right now with that many cards in hand. So Adam here really has no choice but to defend. If he doesn't defend, then he's just wasting an honor. And there are cases where you want to get down to 2 honor, but with his box already bowed and his opponent pretty low, I don't think this is one of them. Yep, in comes the Ningyo. He's winning the ring. And Adam in the tank a little bit, trying to decide if he wants to do anything. So little thing here, we probably know that he doesn't have a Kyriako. Although I'm not sure if Jigoku has been updated correctly for that. I don't believe... yeah, I think Adam is... Okay, yeah, so I'm talking to Adam a little bit in OBS here. So Jigoku isn't actually programmed for the new reaction timing. Yeah, so he's bringing this up um, in here. We'll see what the reaction is. Yep. All right. So CaptainAstra sees it too. Kyriako on Fishboy. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So we'll see how they play this out. A lot of times, it is generally, and I'm not sure 100%. It's the only reason I defended with Enforcer. No, I don't think that's. Yeah. Let me put this into chat. So, yep. Just informing everyone. So that bows that out. So now he's winning, but How many Kyriakos do you have? Because I guarantee he's got more than one of those fish boys, or he wouldn't have been swinging in water, right? I mean, because water is just, you obviously defend with ignoble, right? Yeah, figure you have more, but hey, had to do it. I think that's actually incorrect. I think the correct move there would have been to Kyriako Asako Suki. Oh, no, they just both pass. Wow. So he didn't have more fish boys. But Suki does go off. And yep, doesn't look like a Kyriako thing came up there. So that's a little unfortunate, actually. You um, kind of wanted to be able to bow Suki more, I think. You know, winning the water ring gets you literally nothing aside from glory count there. I guess he is concerned about his glory count, but still. So we have a political fire coming in now. If he wins this, he will gain an honor, which will put him up one. It's fertile fields, so the cards, man, I mean, 7 more cards in hand. Continuing to swing in Captain Astra's favor. It's just a matter of who can do more with what they have, I think. And so far, Adam's shown some pretty good efficiency overall. So now the loyal challenger is losing this conflict. So I think you use its duel, right? Because the duel for loyal challenger uh, treats the text box of the duel's loser as if it were blank. So if loyal challenger loses, then it blanks its own lose an honor when you lose a conflict effect, which is just great. Suki gets bowed. Suki stands up, but censure. No. So that's got to mean you have multiple censures in hand, or you're just trying to tax that fate. That is also a possibility. So Cute Nassau is going to replay the Against the Waves, and that one will go off. Apparently, Adam did not notice the loyal challenger there, or he had something else going on. I'm not sure why he didn't use the dual action there. Ugina going void is, well, gets to kill the cunning magistrate. That's actually not bad. 4 to 12 cards in hand. Right, because Ugina can remove fate from someone, and then the ring is claimed, and then Ugina can go off and kill the cunning magistrate. So this is actually a pretty good play. You'd still would have liked to see Ugina with some fate on him, though. So Adam is just saving honor here by defending. Doesn't get much else out of it. Yep, away goes the cunning magistrate. And CaptainAstra is going to be able to take the favor here unless Adam has another conflict character out of his 4 remaining cards that he can drop in. Ha! Spoke too soon. All right. So that is 1 glory. You could just leave it standing. But now Asuki is standing, so Astra's going to be able to claim the favor here. We have a military conflict left, so Suki is going to be up by 2 there. So I think you just go Earth, nab the fate. Although the fate doesn't matter, you could pick it up next turn. But I guess you get it off the air ring as well. Yeah, interesting. Not sure if I just had my mic muted for a bit. I apologize if I did. Oh, wow. Assassination bringing Astra down to 2. I think Adam is extremely happy to see that. Um, I mean, he just advanced his win con by a ton. I mean, he loses the favor here, but with only 6 fate and not a great board position, I think you're okay going into this. Um, yeah, going into this next round and knowing that you just can't buy the Emperor. Let's see how many he ditches. Astra's going to ditch one of the libraries, so he's digging for some better cards here. Adam clears him out. All right, so he's digging for something bigger or something more useful anyway. Wow, Astra gets a mostly dead flop except for this Solemn Scholar who is going to be able to bow anybody because Secluded Shrine just says, no, trust me, I have the Earth Ring. Don't worry about it. And one turn too late, we see Hante the 38th show up. Unplayable, unfortunately. Another loyal challenger and a Soci illusionist and an alibi artist. That is definitely on. 6 or fewer honor at 2-2. So I think Adam still bids 2 here, whereas Astra has to bid 1, basically. Astra is going to gain an honor at the end of this round, provided Suki stays honored. The Solemn Scholar is going to do some work. I think he's got to make sure to use the Loyal Challenger. In fact, yeah, man, he may want to lose a conflict with the Loyal Challenger in order to get him down to 1 so he can box to bring Astra down to 1. Yeah, this is the type of stuff you get into late game with City of the Open Hand when your opponent is even a little uh, free with the use of their honor. So Adam is just flooding the board here. He knows he needs to get in some undefended conflicts. He knows he's going to need to get through that Solemn Scholar's ability in order to make that work. So this will be interesting to see. I think Adam would be smart to bid 2. Yeah, perfect. So Astra goes up to 3. Oh yeah, I'm not counting properly. All right, so yeah, Adam just boxes back. They're back to 2-2. Uh, yeah, Cloud the Mind immediately on the Sinister Soci, or excuse me, Soci Illusionist. So that prevents Adam from removing that honor token off Suki. Although personally, I don't think that's that big of a deal, right? I mean, Suki can re-honor herself just by claiming the Water Ring, and none of these rings are really like super attractive right now. Um, Aside from the air ring, obviously, but uh, the air ring is actually kind of it's an iffy spot right now. So we know Adam doesn't have. Well, he might have duty actually. He might be just respecting the possibility of censure in that 11 card hand. But yeah, I think if Adam had duty, he probably would have 5 bid last turn, because the hand disparity was already getting uh, pretty out of control. So Secluded Shrine claims Earth, so that's cool. Adam's going to pass, and we'll see what we come up with here. In terms of his attachment removal, yep, he's obviously swinging Paul Air. Now, he knows about the Solemn Scholar, or he should, which means that realistically, he kind of wants to go all in here. He's going Earth. Put him 7-10. The hand size issue isn't so big there. And he's going political here. All right, so his alibi artist is going to be locked in. Okay, alibi artist is coming in. Hmm. That's an interesting one. Where are we going? Do you go back to Fertile Fields, feed the guy some more cards, or do you go looking? I mean, like, upholding can't do that much to your hand right now, right? What are the other bad ones? Oh, Shameful Display would be terrible to run into right now. Fire puts some additional honor pressure on. You could like noble sack well, assuming he's got 6 cards and one of them is a second noble sack. Yeah, there's a lot you could do here, but hard to say what he's going to end up doing. Really in the tank over it, though. He initially went for that obvious, the political era challenge, but the numbers just don't really work out unless he swings all in, and then Astra can, find a way around it. All right. All right. We've got 8 on political going back at the fertile fields, it looks like. Okay. So those two defend. Solemn Scholar can bow somebody, reducing Adam by 3 down to 5. All right, so Suki is not going anywhere. But it does leave her vulnerable to Force Shame, costing her her honored status token. Alibi Art steals that Cloud the Mind. Oh, another one just drops immediately. All right. This is looking actually pretty bad. Because think about the rest of the turn, okay? Adam has 1 defender and 2 honor left. Basically, all his opponent needs to do is get in 1 undefended and win this ring, which they can do just by bowing out like the Socio-Illusionist or something, right? Adam will drop 1 due to Loyal Challenger, although he won't if he remembers the duel. And then he'll get in undefended by attacking in political with the Sakosuki, clarity of purposing her, which will force the defense from Loyal Challenger. And then either Loyal Challenger loses and loses an honor, again, presuming Adam doesn't remember the duel, or then he'll have a military swing with Suki. So yeah, I'm worried Adam is dead on board here. Court games doesn't quite get you there, yeah, because the opponent gets the choice of what to dishonor. Um, so he can still bow out 3 force with the Solemn Scholar's ability, 3 political skill. Oh my gosh, that Cloud the Mind on the Loyal Challenger is killer. So prevents the duel from firing, so prevents the thing from being blanked. I can swim. He's going to win this conflict and win the game. Holy cow. Unless there's some sort of force pump that we haven't seen, although we have a storm in here, so that's 1. Uh, he immediately dug for an answer. A display could save the game. Wow, that was great. Holy cow. I thought Adam was dead. I thought all he had to do was draw was bow the Loyal Challenger and that game was over. Um, so yeah, don't wait too long to use your abilities, guys. Uh, Man, that bid setup too was just perfect with the City of the Open Hand. And yeah, it's a problem that we play close list. Yeah, close list. can cause some of these upsets. But I mean, a lot of tournament scenarios, you're not going to see that kind of stuff anyway. So you won't see a list before in like your Swiss rounds and things like that. So did not expect you to play Assassin deck with Crane Splash. All right, that seems like the more common one, but yeah, all right. So cool. Good game. That was really, really interesting to watch. Just the Scorpion mind games. Like I said, I'm I'm a novice at all this, so the ways of draining your opponent to death are new to me. But that was a lot of fun to watch. All right, so we will yeah, we'll see you on the next one.